say something like, "This is for the great
Houston.
step for man."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Laura, are you streaming to whatever?
Which ones are you streaming to? And I'll add.
You can do 2, I think. So do Facebook and Twitter, I think. But your Facebook usually gets somebody.
Oh, there she goes. Okay.
I hear birds. Who has birds?
You.
That's because I'm standing in the garage, and there's like a bush outside of it, and there's always birds in the background with me.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock by him, so like it's like
Yeah,
pretty early.
yeah. They're everybody always says, "Who's got birds?" I think that guy Azelmat, I don't know if you know him, but he was like, "You've got great energy," and I was like, "Wow, thank you." Maybe it's the birds. Yeah.
That could be. I can't stand that early in the morning. We don't really hear it anymore, but I remember there was one morning where the birds just were so loud. I just wanted to be like, I need like a foghorn or something. We keeping you up, Lori?
See, it's like this.
Huh? I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
It's all right. You only got to.
Mother's Day is great, except for I hosted, which means I had to clean my house on Mother's Day.
I never bother doing that.
I'm tired.
I didn't do my homework. I didn't watch the movies I was supposed to. I was supposed to watch The Quick and the Dead. And
that is such a good movie.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I have the day off. Except for between 11 and 1, where I'll be with Lori.
Yeah.
For the 1,002nd time, I think.
I think it's actually number 14 is what I think.
I was close.
I'm not counting.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched part of Sharkula, but I didn't get to finish it. And I might have to start it over. I'm not really sure what was going on. Not that I would know if I watched it.
Have you ever seen Blackula? My friend's mom was in that movie.
Awesome.
I've seen part. I know I've seen like a trailer for it, but no, I don't think I've seen it. I read the book, Bunnicula, which is the bunny vampire. As a kid, I loved that freaking movie.
Yeah.
The celery.
Well, this is just about a black vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was great.
I'm supposed to. I had to add to my list Shark Side of the Moon, but I don't know if that's on Tubi or not. I haven't noticed. All I hear is birds.
Still? Okay, then that's not me because the birds aren't chirping right now. Really?
What? At this particular moment, no. But right when I said it, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, because for me, it's either we deal with the birds or we deal with the dogs. So that's why I come to the garage. Because we got like 3. Well, no, we have 3 Chihuahuas that are very feisty. And then we're taking care of my niece's dog. So they don't get along.
Oh.
So trust me, you don't want me you don't want me in the house because they've been going at it.
Nice.
So yeah, not fun, but it is what it is.
You see any new movies, Tom?
I saw Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
did you like it?
Which should just be called Walking Dead with apes, because that's all it is. It's so boring. It's so boring, you guys. It's so boring. Oh my god!
Really?
I was so bored, and it was funny because I couldn't figure out why I was bored. And then I was talking with Chad, who's not here, and Chad was talking about it, and he had the same thought. He was like, "Yeah, this is like, what is going on? This is there. None of this. You don't even need apes for this story." And I literally said, "Like, yeah, it's just The Walking Dead. Like, and the ape is just Negan or the governor." And he was like, "Holy shit, you're right." So yeah, it was really dull. I mean, I don't know. I understand where like kids are gonna like it because it's like, look at the monkeys, like they're doing stuff. Like I get it, that's fine, but like. For a Planet of the Apes movie, it has zero like mystique, zero like mystery, zero like, oh my god, the monkeys are in charge. Like, no, there's just like dudes around. Like, oh, there's some dudes. Okay, there's some guys over there. Like, it's so just that I feel like the IP has been so stripped down now to where there's just nothing but an adventure story, right? Which is fine. You can make adventure stories. I have no problem with that. But for an IP like Planet of the Apes, I feel like you got to have something going on to live up to the franchise expectations. And this was just an adventure story that, again, if you took out all the apes and just replaced them with people, you would have had the same story. So the apes really didn't have value to it. And that's kind of weird in a movie called Planet of the Apes.
That is kind of weird. Yeah.
Huh.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know, man.
That's too bad.
I mean, and it's doing well. So clearly I'm in the minority here, but I don't get it. I don't get it. And I kind of feel like every time we give these sort of mediocre movies like a lot of success, like this is why we don't get nice things anymore, because they know they can just write crap. And we're like, yeah, give me another spoonful of crap. Like, that's fine.
It's just sad. That's why I'm like, we just need more original stuff. I'm so tired of the reboots.
Yeah.
I think Path of the Pale Rider would make a great movie.
Thank you. I think it would be really great on screen as either animated or live action. But
I don't think yours would be as good animated.
Really?
Needs to be animated. I mean, I would watch it. Don't get me wrong. I think Jude's hot. I'd love it animated. I'm just saying yours doesn't have to be as animated as mine has to be. Like, I don't have a choice. But I think yours would make a great movie and then like a show on it. Like that's what I would watch the hell out of animated, because I love animated.
if they did it right, more like Castlevania instead of like pick a really cartoony cartoon. Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, see, if JD agrees with me, then I have to change my entire stance.
I was gonna
Planet of
say
the Apes was awesome. Like, it was the greatest movie of the year so far. I can't be having this agreement with JD. No way. No way.
What up?
No way.
I was just gonna say they love the movie.
I mean, I understand people are going to like it. People do like it. I can't say that they don't like it. But if anyone wants to come on a show and debate with me why this is not a piece of shit, I will happily have that conversation. So it's just such a again, like, it's not unwatchable. It's not embarrassing. It's not, but it just isn't anything within the context of the franchise, right? Like, if it was in a vacuum, like this was the only Planet of the Apes we ever had, okay, you got something that you haven't seen before. But when you have all of the originals and then you have that reboot trilogy that we just did a few years ago, like, we've had and this is incidentally part of that trilogy. So it's like, part 4 of that whole thing. We've been through so much of it and we've seen so much of it that, again, there's just nothing here. There's no mystery. There's no mystique. There's no cliffhanger. There is kind of a dumb cliffhanger again with the people. I don't want to spoil it, but there's just nothing there. There's nothing to grab you there outside of, again, just the visuals, which were good. The visuals were good. The CGI was very good. But it just.
Can we just have King Kong on Planet of the Apes?
Well, that's called Godzilla X Kong, and that really pissed me off too, because if you watch the trailers, as soon as I watched the trailers, I was like, dude, that's just Godzilla on the Planet of the Apes. Like, what are we doing? Why is everything apes this year? It's just like, ugh.
Well, was it at least better than the Tim Burton one?
Probably.
What is that saying?
I mean, that's a low bar, man. That's
I was going to say, is that saying much?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Isn't that the one with Mark Wahlberg in it?
Yeah.
It had, Maki Mock. Yeah.
Knock.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, like I said, it's not like a terrible movie. I can't nitpick it apart, like, to be like, this is a garbage movie, but it just doesn't have anything that you would expect from a Planet of the Apes movie. There's just nothing. There's no there's all surface level.
What do you mean? There was apes in it?
All surface level. There's no mystery. There's no surprise. There's nothing. And what Jason's talking about is so minuscule that it's there, but it has no real effect on the film. And that's, again, it comes back to it just being The Walking Dead. It's just, here's a camp of apes versus another camp of apes, and they bring people together. And then, you know, it's just, there's nothing we haven't seen. And from Planet of the Apes, man, geez, you gotta give me something. Even the whole reveal of where they were in the thing, like you're there and they're like, okay, what city are we in? It's like, oh, they just wander out and, well, we're in Los Angeles, I guess. All right, cool. Like that's it. We're in Los Angeles. It's a portion of the movie, but again, it's all surface level, Jason. It doesn't go deep. There's no deepness to it. It's just this sort of frosting on the story, right? It's a frosting of the story. So again, I'm not saying it's not there, but Caesar's part has nothing to do, or the Caesar element has nothing to do with Noah's journey, because he was on his journey already. Noah was going out to save his people already. So when he runs into the orangutan and learns about Caesar and all that kind of stuff, again, you're just adding icing to the cake, which is fine. But there's no depth to it. There's no depth to it. Nah.
I'll skip it.
Well, going forward, see, again, Jason, I agree with you. This is a setup movie, 100%. But if you're going to set me up for to come back for 2 more movies, which is what this is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be a trilogy. If you're going to set me up for another movie, you got to make me want to come back. And even the little tiny cliffhanger at the end, which is so tiny, I don't care. I don't care at this point. So, you know, it made me not care, made me disinterested completely. So there you go.
So there was no Statue of Liberty.
Well, we can't really do those things all the time, right? Because we know we're on Earth. You can't do those things. So I mean, you're limited in that regard. But they did show you where they were, which ended up being Los Angeles. In a I don't know. I don't even want to say it was a fun way, because it was just sort of a throwaway scene. But it's like, okay, whatever.
So I will probably not. Oh, I haven't seen the last. I haven't seen it. I think the last one I saw was a James Franco one. So,
yeah, that was the first of this series. Which is a good one. That was a good one. I liked it.
Haven't they had like 20 since?
That one was great.
They've done 2 more. There was 2 in that trilogy, or sorry, 3 in that trilogy, and then this one. And they're supposed to be 9. So it's sort of like
9.
It's supposed to be sort of like Star Wars. 9 of them. Yeah. So you have the Caesar era, you have this era, and then you have theoretically a third portion. That's what they're talking about.
I think we're done. I think it's done.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Jump the shark.
Jump the ape.
Favorite.
It's just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad.
He does not like the James Franco one.
It's just bad. James Franco one is clearly the best of all of them. Like, it's not even close. Like, that's the origin of everything. You can not like James Franco. I accept that you don't like James Franco. That's fine.
He doesn't.
But from a storytelling standpoint, it's the best of all of them. And then they just kind of peter off and fall off a cliff. Fall off a cliff. I didn't even finish the third one. No, Dawn is not the best. You know why Dawn isn't the best? Dawn is so forgettable that I forgot it. Like, I have more memories of the third one that I never finished than I do of the second one. Dawn is nothing. Nah. Andy Serkis is good. We can agree on that. Andy Serkis.
Yeah, I like Andy Serkis.
Is he the one that does Smeagol or whatever the hell?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he plays Caesar in the original, the trilogy. Whatever.
Yeah.
Zach, what? I don't even know.
Zac Efron.
No, yeah.
Zac Efron.
That's the only Zach I can think
of. That
of.
poor guy, man. Did you guys hear about he had an accident with his jaw? And that's why his jaw got all
reconstructive surgery on his face.
Super straightened out. Like,
really
man, that's crazy. Yeah, he had like a tooth infection.
Ooh.
Yeah, he had like a tooth infection. It got all into his face. And then he had to do steroids, and he got all puffed up. Yeah.
Well, steroids will puff up your face, so I'm not convinced. Like, I'm not totally. Yeah, but I'm not totally sold on the I slipped and hit my chin on the fountain,
Yeah, but if he was on steroids all this time, his face would not have been chiseled like it was. You know what I mean? This was an almost overnight thing. It was like, oh, he's fine. And then like, whoa, what the hell happened? So he turned into Rocky Dennis. Yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
Yeah.
Whoa, I was hold on.
That's a shame. And then, but he was great in Claw, the Iron Claw. He was great. That was a good movie.
Yeah. The Kerry Von Erich story, right?
Yeah, the wrestling
The
story.
Texas tornado. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Very good movie. I was
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised by it all.
It was terrible.
What made it terrible?
No, you didn't hear the first part. I said my kid had a tooth infection and it was terrible.
Mm.
Oh.
Did you give him
okay.
steroids?
Yeah.
No,
And
she
is he as
wasn't
big
on
as Zac
steroids.
Efron now?
No, she doesn't. Thank God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine this 7-year-old girl now looks
She
like
can-
Zac Efron? That would be
Deadlift 250 pounds.
yeah, 6-pack. No.
Yeah. Give me some
Oh,
ice cream, Mom.
No, they just had to take her tooth out and put her on antibiotics.
Oh, that
It was
sucks.
bad.
That sucks.
She was miserable.
Unless there's a.
I love this sow. Wait a minute.
Calling me a pig. I'm gonna assume it's. the
Who are
show.
you calling a pig? Just checking.
Yeah, I don't know what else I
Elon.
watched recently. I saw that. I saw something else. What the hell did I see? There was something last
A
week.
movie.
Oh, The Fall Guy. I think we talked about this last week, though.
Yeah,
That's what I
you
was
did. You said
Was-
it was good, but it wasn't anything like the original.
Well, it's nothing like. I mean,
TV
it is
show?
kind of like a TV show, but it just it was
Oh.
okay. You could just kind of tell that it was directed by a guy that's new at what he's doing, right? So it was okay. It was all right. I think it just missed. I think it missed a lot of what it could have been. It could have been really interesting because they did some stuff. I don't want to go over it again because we did it last week, but they did some stuff where it was like,
Dang.
let's show you how movies are made, right? Let's do this and let's do that. And let's show some movies made, which was kind of cool. And so I feel like if they had gone real meta in that regard, like we're going to show you how we set up shots and we're going to do this and this and this and like do a meta movie with the rom-com part as well, I think it would have elevated a little bit. Because I think they missed some elements where they kind of tried to do things and then forgot to resolve them later on in the film. But it's okay. It's there's some good stunts.
Hollywood's gonna want to.
Well, there's a Fall Guy.
Yeah, but like the problem is for me, I was like, okay, if you're gonna do a Fall Guy, I better see practical stunts, right? I want to see practical stunts.
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah.
then they were like, yeah, we're doing practical stunts. So I was like, thumbs up, give it to me. And then as you're watching the movie, you're like, yeah, but there's a lot of CGI in here too.
And this is CGI.
And this is
Right.
CGI, and that's CGI. Yeah. So it was a mix, but you got a lot of good stuff. You got a lot of good stuff. And I like Ryan Gosling. He's growing on me. And Emily Blunt I've always liked too. So it's a good, it's okay. It's perfectly watchable. Perfectly watchable. It's not gonna blow anybody away, but it's watchable.
So
It's
if you
just
Well, the
really
trailer
odd,
looked
I
good.
think, to have a freaking movie about a stunt man. Like, which audience is that going to? That's very nuanced and small audience. But
Well, that's why I kind of felt like if you're gonna do it, you got to go just like super big. You got to do like big Tom Cruise stunts and
Yeah.
stuff, and just be wild with it, which they did. There are some good stunts, and in fact, they have a world record for the barrel roll of a car.
they broke it. The one from James Bond.
If that's where it came from, I don't know, but they got the world record.
Yeah.
Yeah, they broke it.
They had a world record in one
Yeah.
of the new. It was one of the James Bonds with Daniel Craig. 'Cause
Yeah.
They rolled that car something like 14 times.
No, it wasn't that many times. The
it
record.
was, okay, was it 12?
The record was six or seven, and these guys
No.
did it like 8 times. So yeah.
I don't know. Has anyone beaten the Blues Brothers yet for the most cop cars destroyed in a movie? That's all I remember from that movie. And going through the mall because they weren't supposed to go through the mall.
You are
They went
right.
through the mall and they're like, "Well, we already damaged it.
How
We
many
might as
times
well."
did they roll it in James Bond? I have to look now.
Well, remember they can roll it and keep rolling it and keep rolling it and keep rolling it if they want to. But as far
they
as
just
one
rewind the
sustained,
footage, show it
yeah.
from a different angle.
exactly, one sustained roll though, like pop, we're rolling. Wait,
Yeah.
that's what it does.
The Casino
watched-
Royale.
Yeah.
Oh, they did 7. So Fall Guy, they said they did 8.5.
Blues Brothers was beaten by Blues Brothers. That's
Did
fair.
that person make it out okay? Because just because you win the world record doesn't mean that person
he,
lived.
he was fine. Yeah, he was fine.
Check it.
Right.
In fact, they did it twice. They did it once, and they got a really good roll out of it. And I think they got like 6 out of it. And then they were like, "Well, we still have one more car." And they were like, "Yeah, let's go again." So they did it again. And they got the record. They got, I think it was 8. I want to say it was 8, maybe 7.
No,
to 8.
they said it was 8.5 times.
8.5.
Is
Okay.
is the new record. Yeah.
Okay.
And what was it in James Bond?
7.
Oh,
I was like, it had to be like 12 times.
Well, it was you. They did it 7, but they showed it to you twice.
Yeah, that's what it was. They're like, we showed it to you twice. So technically, that's why I was like, it had to be like 14, right?
yeah.
Like you just watched it from 2 different angles
Yeah.
twice.
As for shark movies, I failed. I was in the middle of shark. What was it?
Sharkula.
NATO? Sharknado?
No.
Oh.
Sharkula was a vampire shark, and they did
Jesus.
some kind of ritual so that they can bring Dracula's spirit and put it in the shark. And I think I got like.
Does the shark turn into a bat?
I if it did, I didn't get to that part yet.
Please tell me the shark turns into a bat.
It would make the movie probably a little bit better. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It was 40 minutes in, and I don't remember seeing a shark. So either I missed it completely, or the shark's not in there.
You made 40 minutes of Sharkula. That's impressive.
I was.
That's a record. We're gonna call that a record. You've watched Sharkula the most.
What was I watching? Oh, I was watching. I was watching. Cocaine Shark. A couple weeks ago, and the funniest part about the whole thing was there was literally no cocaine in it. No one was on cocaine.
Yeah. I remember somebody saying that. That's right. Yeah.
There's no cocaine.
Why is it called that?
I don't know. There was they give them some kind
That's
of
a cocaine
drug.
bear.
It was some kind of experimental drug that makes them spoiler alert, makes them enter the shark and then kill persons that they want them to, like a target shark. I don't know if all these people just happen to be in the water.
Assassin shark.
Yeah, it was
yeah, how do you get the people that won't go in the water like me? Like I'm not going in.
Yeah.
That's where you get
know.
Ghost Shark. That's where you get Ghost Shark. Ghost Shark will
That's
get
where you get, or Sharkula
Yeah. Ghost Shark is still
flies out of the water with its bat wings.
Yeah. Let's see.
Sounds great, everybody.
Ghost Shark. Yeah. Ghost Shark's legit.
The scales of Jaws to Sharknado. Where does it fall? Oh, well, I don't think it goes on a scale.
Listen, Sharknado's not even the bottom of the shark scale. You gotta.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sharknado's actually pretty high.
Can we talk about Ouija Shark and Noah's Shark? I mean, let's talk about the bottom of the rung.
I think that in my list so far, I'm going to say that Cocaine Shark was probably the lowest, if not Sharkula, like those. I'm going to say Ghost Shark is like, it's actually like midway because I really like it.
Ghost Shark's good.
Doll Shark, it's not the lowest.
Is this like a recurring theme?
On this show, it is.
Like
they
on
talk
your
a lot
screen,
about
like
shark
you watch?
movies.
Yeah, okay.
And
Shark movies. Okay, got it.
my response is always, y'all get to have time to watch movies? Like, I don't have time.
Yeah, I don't have a life like you do.
I will
I
never
didn't have time
watch
to even
those.
talk to Carissa today, and that's saying something because I always talk to Carissa. She sent
I
me
could've
messages
watched-
and she was like, "Okay, after you, I'm gonna ask somebody else." Like,
Yeah.
not home.
Sharknado. Yeah, I mean, he hates Brian. They asked you what is that? Imaginary Friends? Is that the?
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. I have zero
Well,
interest.
dude, aren't they getting
that is a
sued?
movie that is not made for me. So
they're getting sued, right?
Because it ripped off that
Because of the Foster's show for imaginary, or the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, or something. Yeah.
Oh, they're getting sued for that.
Yeah.
It's a
well, no,
big
there was a
ripoff.
cartoon.
Krasinski, do better.
Wait.
Yeah.
Who's getting sued about what? I was reading something and I don't have more than one brain cell. What were we talking about? Who's getting sued about
there
what?
was a cartoon. Well, there was a cartoon back in the day called Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yeah, I like that.
And then I'm not sure what the movie is called. I just know that
The
there
movie
was a
is called
lawsuit.
If, and it's about imaginary friends, but it's about a home for imaginary friends. So it's a huge derivative ripoff thing. Yeah. And I've heard that a lot about this kind of John Krasinski stuff. Is like it just comes from other places, and he doesn't really hide it well. So
they did something just like that on Supernatural for one season. I thought it was exactly the same thing. Like when I was watching, I thought it was a trailer for Supernatural. Like it was like the exact same thing. You know, they're trying to help the imaginary friends, and Supernatural they were getting killed, but yeah, that's what it reminded me of. But yeah, we're talking about bad. I don't know. Is he being serious? Is it really called One Carking Shark? I don't know that one.
I'll have to Google that.
We're still waiting for Big Shark. That's the point of our show. Our non-show is to find Big Shark. That's the only way that people can get us off the air, if they find and send us Big Shark. So we're waiting, and we're stuck doing this damn show every Monday. So what happens? So. But anyway,
so
you know,
every Monday we'll tell you about the weird shark movies we've discovered, and
we're
you know,
just trying to get our shark fix until we get to Big Shark.
in the quest for Big Shark, we have stumbled across all kinds of other things.
Yeah, cocaine.
Well,
shark.
we can always make jowls. Yeah,
Cruel Shark.
completely original movie, not based on
Cruel
Jaws.
Jaws is
Jowls.
very circling the bottom. That very much circles the
That's
bottom.
a real movie.
Yeah, that's a real movie. Not only is that a real movie, that is a real movie that has stolen direct film scenes out of other movies. Not reshot them, but actually taken the footage from Jaws and stuck it in their own movie.
That's not allowed.
Well, it's an Italian movie, so over in Italy, I guess they have different rules of how you do things. But it was literally called Jaws 5.
Like Turkish Star Wars.
In Italy. It was called Jaws 5. And it just had
This is
stuff
the
from
second time
Jaws
we've
and
watched
Great White and all these other movies. And it's just jammed together with whatever crap they tried to film too. So and then it suddenly over time it became known as Cruel Jaws.
Cruel Jaws.
It's on, I think that's on Tubi too. So if you want to suffer, you can watch it.
I will add it to my sadistic list of movies I have. I still need to watch the Ouija Shark is on there. Corn Shark, I passed
Sharks
my
of
eyes.
the Corn.
Yeah,
Two-headed shark attack's pretty good. Well, it's not.
What is it?
Two-headed
Shark
shark attack. Two-headed shark attack.
I'll have to watch that too then.
2.5 sharks.
Yeah.
Well, all of those, there's a series of those things. So there's 2-headed shark attack, 3-headed shark attack, all the way up to 6-headed shark attack.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meth raccoon. The only raccoon movie I saw was the Dark Christmas one, which I couldn't find the first one to watch, but I watched Dark Christmas 2 and I paid for it. So there's punishment there. But that was an awful movie. And it would have been okay, corny enough for me to enjoy if it wasn't for, and Elon knows that the jokes were fine, but it was all dick jokes and they were horrible. They were horrible dick jokes as can be. Like
yay, dick jokes. Yeah.
Every 4 minutes was a dick joke.
That's my jam.
Yeah, but you do better jokes than they did. It was just awful. All the lines were delivered horribly. I did like, there was two lines I liked. One was really stupid, but for some reason I laughed, so I give it credit. It was these, what it is it's not puppets, it's not stuffed animals, it's taxidermy raccoons. That's what it is, and they never change. It's just this, whatever position they're in is what they're in, and they hold little Tommy guns. And the guy's like, "How do they find such little bullets?" And I don't know why they made me laugh, but it did. But yeah, it's just these little raccoons running around, shooting the place up, and it was like, and I'll tell you though, it was pretty good budget for. I mean, it was filmed very well. It was just the audio was pretty well, unlike Llamageddon that I still have nightmares about. Worst movie. Well, I'll never get over Llamageddon. Especially now that I actually watched the ending and I saw the hentai version of him raping the guy. Like that was just I didn't really need to see that hentai version.
No.
It was for those that
where the fuck do you guys find these movies? Like not to cut you off, but where the fuck do you find these?
Amazon Prime. Yeah, Amazon Prime. Genuinely,
Tubi, dude.
I remember when I was in college. The first time we started,
came on right when you said the hentai version. I know he did.
We started
Amazon, and then Tubi is a great resource for garbage.
Yeah.
So what was that about Amazon Prime?
Oh yeah, that when I was in freshman in college, we would go through Amazon Prime, and we would find these just horrible movies. And we wouldn't get that far into them because they were too bad.
Right.
But, we would watch a few. Let's see. Let's see. Killer Pinata. That one.
What?
Uh,
That sounds like a movie I have to watch. Where is my pen?
I wouldn't recommend it
Yeah.
personally, but having seen the film in its
I'm
entirety,
a sadistic person, so I like to
all right,
torture
well-
myself.
all right. Well, don't blame me.
No
Yeah.
promise.
Well, Carissa
I
got
told-
40
I
minutes
told
into
Bear Kano.
the
Bear Kano
Sharkula.
was made in a community college. And the Bear Kano was made at a community college in a green screen. With the worst acting I've ever seen.
Bear NATO?
Bear Kano.
Oh, Kano.
Nuts, and then
Bear Kano. Oh, yeah.
the studio would make a few others, including Nazi sharks. And,
Oh, dude, shark movies are their jam, so you're talking their language.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Bear Kano is one season. Each episode is 1 minute long or 2 minutes.
I gotta look
Um,
up the Nazi sharks, of course.
Yeah, I think it was the same
Oh,
studio,
yeah.
I believe. By studio, I of course again mean just the community college that did this. Yeah, Bear
Public
Kano versus
access.
Nazi sharks, of course. How could have been so?
Well,
so,
Prime is where Lamageddon
Uh-huh.
is. So I will tell you that
Oh my God.
the first 5 minutes of the
That's
first,
so ridiculous.
yeah, it's all okay. So the first 3 minutes are great. They look like My Little Ponies from Hell for some reason on the cartoon version, and they're trying to get off their planet.
Right.
And for some reason, their trailers have the same name that's on our country's trailers for some reason. Anyway, so they come to this planet, and then it turns into a real llama. And the audio is awful. The lines are awful. For some reason, they're obsessed with going really close with the camera to their face. So like it's always a close up of their face with the worst audio on the planet. And it was
A close up.
yeah, everything's a close up.
Yeah.
Except for the cool parts. So I wound up, I couldn't make it through the whole movie, unfortunately. But I did fast forward to all the llama scenes, and smack dab in the middle of this effing movie for like, I think it was like 10 seconds, 30 seconds. It was a cartoon hentai of the llama getting tentacles and raping the guy. And then the guy starts to go into the barn and lays eggs of, I guess llamas lay eggs. And that was the whole thing. It was like the worst costume ever. He had like, and he's turning into a llama. He just has like cloth around his arm with like tied with just like a piece of string or something on his arm. Like that's what he was turning into as a llama. And then when he was in the barn giving birth to, or laying eggs, he had a cloth in front of him.
Egg.
And the eggs were coming out, and it was a little puppet of a llama again, a little llama coming out.
I gotta think of some crappy shark. Maybe that could be a comic. I need to do something that hasn't been done with a shark yet, and then make it actually good.
Sorry,
Like do a
partner.
stupid idea.
You're way behind the curve. It's all been done.
No. But
Yeah.
the
No,
catch
these guys
is
have
the
been
catch
talking
is
about this.
the catch is I'm gonna do a premise that is just like objectively terrible, and then I'm gonna make it good.
I have not seen what is the police
Good
academy
luck.
fighting giant fire-breathing spiders. No, but I will add that to my list.
I'm trying to think of what other ones. I wish there was like a save watch list, but then again, maybe it's protecting my memories. My Amazon Prime.
You probably block these things out.
Yeah.
See, I
Thanksgiving, I remember seeing part of, but then it just cuts like the opening scene is just a woman's tit, and I was like, okay, so this is just like porn.
This is how we're starting. Okay.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
Woody Allen had that movie with the giant breast that rolled through town. I remember that one, Killer Breasts or whatever.
What?
There's a Woody Allen movie, and I don't remember anything about it except for there was a giant boob that just rolls through the town and runs over people. That is literally the entire thing that I remember. So,
Mhm.
and I'm
Attack of the Killer
I'm pretty
Titty.
sure I can Google that one part and get you the name, because I mean, how many movies have a giant boob that just rolls through the city?
All right, let's see. I'm trying to think. So we've seen
Movie
Ghost
I'd wanna
Shark.
see.
Ghost Shark is definitely worth watching. That one I like. I
Ghost
like
Shark,
Trailer Park
okay.
Shark too.
Ooh, that's
but-
good.
Park shark.
Trailer
Is
Park
it a
Shark-
double wide fucking shark?
Yeah, no. But the shark
Like double wide trailers, you know?
it attacks a trailer park. And yeah, Well, yeah, that is a spoiler.
That is going on my to-do list.
Yeah, the best part about it was that the shark was burnt. It was burnt on one side, and it kept switching sides, which is one of my favorite parts about it.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. It's incredible.
Continuity error. Yeah.
Thanks Killing. I saw that. Is that the one I saw? Yeah. No, there's a Thanksgiving and there's a Killing, and I don't remember.
Thanksgiving, I think has like a monster turkey or something.
Okay, then no. Oh, but that sounds awesome. But no, I haven't. I watched
Thanksgiving is the Eli Roth movie that came out last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a sequel coming, by the way. There's a sequel coming.
Gravy flavored condom.
Oh, thank God.
What else? What kind of sharks can we get?
I did see the how do you say it? Slaughterville, but it's the Slaughterville. I actually went to a horror con this past weekend, and one of the guys
killed really slowly.
You never show it. It happens off screen, so you don't know.
Really slow though, right?
Yeah, they had to cut it for runtime purposes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like Bigfoot.
That would make sense. Like if you had a slasher villain that was like part sloth, and that's why they move so slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would. What the only thing that really pissed me off about, I mean, the reason why I watch some of these crappy slasher films is the person you hate the most, they usually die. And you don't feel like a bad person when you wish for that person to die because that's part of the code. And they didn't kill that person, and I thought I got gypped. So I was a little upset by that. I think that they should have killed the person I want them to kill.
Yeah. See, this is you're running into user error here, Carissa, when you're watching this stuff. This is user error. I want to go on the record here and tell you all that last week I told Carissa to watch The Quick and the Dead. Yes. An actual, legitimate, real, honest to God movie.
Good movie.
and Carissa decided instead to watch 40 minutes of Sharkula.
Yes, in my defense, mine was free, but I will rent it tomorrow. I will do my homework properly for next Monday. I did not know there was a sequel to Trailer Park Shark, but I will be watching. I have a long list now. I will watch Tom's first. Well, two of Tom's, because I do want to watch Mad Monster.
Oh, you got to see Mad Monster Party as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to watch Mad Monster Party and Quick and the Dead. I think I can get my husband to watch the Quick one. I seriously doubt he will watch Monster.
Quick and the Dead is like intro to Westerns for people that haven't really watched.
Yeah, that's Gene Hackman, right?
Gene Hackman.
Oh, dude, it's Gene Hackman,
Sharon Stone, and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Russell Crowe.
It's a cast forever. Yeah,
amazing cast.
You have to watch Quick and the Dead now this week, and then come on the show next week so that we can talk about it. We usually talk about bad movies, but
hang on. I think it came up. Hang on. Has a lightning shark been done yet?
Yes.
Well, I just looked it up. Where? What's it called?
Probably not called lightning, but there are electric sharks.
I don't know.
Let's see it. Let's see
electric sharks.
So technically,
where is it? Thunder Sharks.
Trailer Park Shark is technically Shark Shock.
Shark Shock. Yeah.
So that one wasn't lightning, but it did get electrocuted, and that's why the burn mark. There's a burn mark.
That's too. Listen, Jaws 2
why
did
can't
that.
you do like Thor Shark?
What is it?
Yeah.
What is that?
Jaws 2?
Jaws 2, he gets electrocuted.
No. Well, yeah, at the end he gets electrocuted, but he gets burned at the beginning of it by when the boat blows up.
I haven't seen that movie in years, man. Yeah, I gotta rewatch
I have not
it. Jaws 2.
Is that coming to the theaters soon? Is there an anniversary coming up?
Yeah, Jaws 2. Well, Jaws 2 just had its 45th anniversary. I think last year. And so Jaws,
I missed it.
Next year is Jaws' 50th anniversary.
Same.
Wow.
And, so Jaws 2 will have its 50th a couple of years after.
Wow,
yeah.
I get to see Jaws in theaters again, I imagine. I have a
fun, I don't know if it's a fun fact. There is in Jaws, the first one, there is an extra who was on there. It was a chick with she had some kind of hanky around her head or whatever. She was actually a murder victim, and they traced her through there.
Nope, that was all debunked.
No, is it really? Because I watched like 4 things on it.
All debunked. Yeah, that was something that came up in just weirdness, and it was all debunked. Yeah.
Oh, that ruins it for me. I'm so excited.
All right,
Is that
so
what you're talking about?
I'm finding more.
3 of them that said.
There's
Yeah.
all right, gas shark. I can't find anything about a gas shark.
The one that farts or one that runs on gas? Like,
You know, it doesn't matter either
Yeah.
way.
Flatulent shark.
Either way, it hasn't been done.
lawnmower shark? Was there a lawnmower
Yeah, I wasn't
shark?
even thinking that.
AI
Let's see.
shark.
Smog shark.
He's determined to find
Smog
it.
shark.
Microscopic
I've
shark.
already found several. Like these guys.
A
these guys
viral
need to
shark,
step up their game.
bacteria shark. Have we gone that way? A shark
Oh,
that
bacteria.
Meme shark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
isn't there
a
virus shark?
I think it's called plague shark.
Yeah, there's a plague shark.
has been done.
Shark
What about
TD.
What about a bicurious shark?
No.
Oh, we're going
Not that I
there.
know of.
I want a partially gay shark. Well, bicurious shark, like the Fast and the Vicurious, only with the shark.
Yeah,
I think that would be good.
Taco shark.
Super shark.
There's
Shark
super
soup.
shark down. I know there's the plague shark. There's a zombie shark.
Yeah, there's a
Zombie
toxic
shark's
shark.
easy.
There's
I
an
mean,
atomic shark.
Mine's based on whatever tube
Yeah.
he has.
Yeah. And
Um,
there have been sharks that have been in the land as well. So someone was talking about shark inland stuff. There's all kinds of sharks that swim in
Is
the
there really?
in sand and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. There's even avalanche shark that comes down through the snow and
Oh my.
yeah. So like that shark and saw women's prison one, like
They're
those sharks
meteor
could
sharks.
swim through the dirt.
They're
The
meteor
Shark Shank
sharks
Redemption.
that
Shark
came to Earth from a meteor.
Did you hear that, Elon?
We're gonna figure out the
Shark
next shark movie
Redemption.
directed by
I
Tom.
said, yeah, Shark Shank Redemption.
He swims through the shit at the end to get out. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
There you go.
That's good stuff.
Patent
Yeah.
pending, people.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I'm sure it'll be made now. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
someone watched
it
the
should
show
be.
and they'll make whatever we say. Some weird shark.
hang
You
on.
could do a
Shark
comic
cola.
book of like all of them crossing over so they could take over the world, and they just fight together, and then they wind up killing each other at the end because they can't choose who's the rule. There, I
There
just
are
put a whole
two
movie for
shark
you.
movies coming out this year too. One is a Netflix.
Oh,
movie,
Jesus.
but it's like coming over from Italy or France. I think it's something about and because I think it's going to be dubbed because when I saw the trailer they were
Oh,
talking
it's French. It's gonna be
talking in
pretentious.
French, so it's like Sharks Under
Yeah.
France. And then there's another one that's coming out in the theaters that's just your straight up, hey, we're stuck at sea and there's a shark after us. Oh my god.
What
But
about
there are
shark
a
on
couple of
plane?
brand new sharks that are coming.
Hang on. Remove the on though. Just,
No,
just
shark on a plane.
Shark plane.
Yeah.
No, just shark plane.
They
Like,
did that
the
this
shark
year.
is
It's called
the
No
plane.
Way Up. They did that this year. It's called No Way Up.
Dude, okay, so
And there's
shark
also
movies,
there's
the
also-
market's been oversaturated.
There's
I
also
don't
movies
agree.
that's just
Yes,
called
you
Sky
can't enough.
Sharks, where the
So-
sharks fly.
But
So there
I'll
is
watch
Sky
whatever you. There is a Jurassic Shark. That's
Yes,
I
there's
just
a
told my
Jurassic.
The
husband
Jurassic
to
Shark
watch
is
that.
that one's basic. Come on.
Yeah, Jurassic Shark.
Yeah,
is
that one's easy.
All right, I'm looking through. We got to be hip with the kids, so I'm looking through some of their words.
There is a for
ready?
kids. There's a
Riz shark.
Yeah, Riz shark.
Riz shark, yeah.
Bussin shark.
Dead ass shark.
Dead ass
Ship
shark.
shark.
Dead ass.
Yeah, dead ass. That's what I said. Dead ass shark.
I know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Vigan shark.
That's good.
I'm sure there's a sky shark somewhere.
There is. That's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
see?
yikes.
That's been around for a
But-
long time.
There's a long list.
Yikes.
I don't think we'll if we just base
Bougie
the show
shark.
entirely on bad shark movies, we'll probably have enough for the next 5 years or so.
Yeah, I think the shark market's been
I
oversaturated.
found several. I just
Now
don't know
I'll
if
tell you
any of
this.
them are good
Here's a
enough
scene
to
that maybe
go.
you guys maybe have seen. Maybe it's in your brain. Maybe you forgot about it. There's a movie called My Super Ex-Girlfriend. Did you guys ever see that?
That
I remember
sounds
that,
familiar,
yeah.
but I don't really
So my
watch
super
it.
ex-girlfriend is basically it's a superhero. She's a chick and she's dating just a normal guy. And then in the movie they end up breaking up, right? And so the super girl gets bent out of shape about it, and she goes and grabs a shark out of the ocean and takes it into the city and throws it into his bedroom.
Oh yeah, throws it
Flopping
through
around
his
in his
window.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Trying to eat him. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a pretty
That was Uma
pretty
Thurman, right?
clever moment. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, that was Uma Thurman. Was the girlfriend, and then
Was it Ethan Hawke?
No, no.
that's
Ethan
Luke
Hawke or
Wilson.
what's his fuck?
Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson. There
Luke
we go.
Wilson.
Yeah,
Luke Wilson.
they're the same guy.
And
Ethan
Anna
Hawke.
Faris was
Sorry,
in it.
Jeff.
Yeah, it was,
What
that's
about
a-
animals that all right, so sharks, I think we established I can come up with something original in that area. Challenge accepted. Now,
Vacuum
So-
shark.
vacuum
Sharkrella.
shark. There we go.
Yeah, Sharkrella, dude.
Sucker shark.
know,
It sucks
it's
you back
raining.
in.
Yeah.
Well, raining shark, it would technically be ghost shark because it uses the little raindrops. Ex-boyfriend of the shark.
Well, we got to do a found. What about a found film shark movie where they
Oh,
find
yeah.
a fucking GoPro in the ocean?
Oh, I'm sure that's done.
We can shoot it on a really low budget,
Yeah.
That's
like
all
Blair
of them.
Witch, but in the water. Oh, okay.
But it's like you literally can't no, it just says footage can't found, and the excuse is the got water damage. It wasn't waterproof.
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
movie is just 2
Every
hours.
time the shark, yeah,
The whole movie is just a 2-hour screen
it's
that's like
2 hours
footage
of
not
waves.
found. No, not even. It's just footage not found.
Yeah.
But it's like this is what happened. We're telling you the footage. It's not. You got to believe us.
Yeah.
Let's
What
see. All right,
happened?
so what about animals that now? One story I would love to cover. I'd love to cover the Emu War. Are you guys familiar with this?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so the Australian
No.
government, and
Australia.
this is a fact, and I bring this up to my few Australian friends whenever I can. The Australian government, this is true, they lost a war against emus. I'm not
Emus.
joking. They
Yeah,
literally
they went
lost
to war against this giant flock of birds and lost.
They lost.
How do you lose?
Wow. Now,
Because
see, I
they're
can
Aus-
understand kangaroos.
They lost.
Yeah,
They-
but I mean, you have to ask yourself a really simple question. When in the history of the world have you ever heard of the Army of Australia
exactly.
doing anything?
I
So
mean, the whole
Well,
when
they
you
have, like,
say
seven-
when we
they're-
say that that Australia waged war against the emus, that's like basically 8 guys with some guns went out into
Yeah,
the
that's
bush. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
And they
That's
still
the
lost.
Australian
All
Army.
you have to do is put a wire.
Yeah, but those were 8 badass guys.
No, they
Well,
weren't. They
apparently not.
lost.
Apparently not. Because unless you
Wow.
have the crocodile hunter with you and the guy from the 80s movie with the knife, you're going to lose. That's basically
Crocodile
the
Dundee.
Australian Army.
Yeah.
Dundee.
Paul Hogan.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's Paul
Yeah,
Hogan and
Crocodile
the
Dundee.
crocodile
Yeah.
hunter. That's the
Paul Hogan,
Australian
yeah.
Army.
All right.
Put another shrimp in the
Yeah.
Barbie, man.
So what happens if they lost the war? Do they have to move out and the emus move into the city? Like
The
what is
emus
this-
just lived in their territory. Like they were like
Hey.
they were unbothered.
Whoa.
They literally were like, all right, man, you can have it. Like,
Unbothered.
Good to know. All right then.
all right. So I think moving forward, because I think we also got to establish that there's other animals that maybe need their time in the spotlight, to kill people.
Yeah.
So
I think
does
sharks
anyone have
is-
any
yeah.
volunteer- I think now koalas, hear me out. They have like poisonous
That's for
feet.
chlamydia.
Platypus. We could do that.
Chlamydia, yeah.
I found out that a platypus was venomous. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Venomous or
What?
poisonous? I don't even remember.
Sneaky buggers. Let's see. Let's see. What are some now we don't want
American
to
platypus.
oh nah. Well, we could improve on it. We can make it very stereotypically American.
Elon gets.
Like we see
Yeah.
see it like with it's got let's see, it's American, it's got the gun, it's got the whiskey bottle, it's got the tractor.
Yeah.
It's all
Well, dude,
hallmarks
what
of
about
America.
we do? No, we make a movie about a beaver that built a dam, and then some human comes along and fucks up the dam, and then it starts the Great American Beaver War.
Oh, beaver?
That's what I'd
Beaver?
like to see. Yeah.
Beaver
Beaver.
Wasn't there zombie beavers. Because
beaver
I want-
battle?
Some beavers.
Yeah, I want to.
All right, so let's see. So what do we got? So we got beavers. Yeah, beavers. That could be really
Well,
interesting.
and there's
So-
dam sharks. Literally, there's dam
There's
sharks
dam
where the
sharks?
sharks are eating
Oh,
people
dam
and they
sharks.
build dams with the body parts.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Oh Jesus!
Someone
Uh,
watched 300.
It has one of the greatest.
Yeah.
I almost died laughing. It was like when I saw the cat in Doll Shark just out of the blue. Like, where the fuck has this cat been the whole time? And now he's just in the middle of the floor.
Hmm.
There's this shot where they're going swimming, and dude just like jumps off the cliff, and like the shark just takes him, just like that. I was, oh my god, I just started busting up. It was so
Wow.
funny, and the CG is so terrible in these things too. So combine terrible CGI with just like perfect terrible timing, and you have this hysterical scene. So yeah, Damn Sharks is that's one of those like sci-fi channel things that they made, you know.
Those are great though.
It's well, let's not get carried away. I'm not
Well,
sure
no,
that
they're
I've,
so bad they're good.
it's
It's like trauma movies.
I mean, there's
Toxic Avenger, Surf
great.
Nazis.
There's the phrase "so bad it's good," but none of the "so bad
Yeah.
it's good" movies can ever be called great because they start with "so bad." It's not so bad they're great. It's so bad they're good. So let's be careful. Like I saw somebody today. It was, I mean, everybody is always coming out of these movies like, "Oh my god, this is a masterpiece. 10 out of 10. It's perfect." I'm like, you don't understand what words mean, buddy.
Only Brendan Fraser's the
Like, you don't understand what these words mean. Like
And
masterpiece and perfect and 10 out of 10. Like you need a refresher course in you need a
English
dictionary.
language.
Yeah, maybe a thesaurus. You need a calculator. You need a lot of things because I can't take you seriously.
A ruler. Yeah.
Slide
Is
rule.
Frogs worth
I
watching?
rule.
Yeah.
Is what worth?
That's how you get the
Frogs?
sliding scale.
Frogs.
It's like, oh, it's a masterpiece. Nope, bring it back. Slide rule, bring it back.
Yeah.
Masterpiece, great, good, okay, bad. We'll create the slide
Frogs.
rule for films. The
Dude,
film
Sam
slide
Elliott
rule.
is in Frogs? No way.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That was his first movie, man.
Ooh, I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, it's
watch
called
Rotten
Frogs. Yeah,
Tail.
the Frogs, yeah.
If you want a bad movie, watch Rotten Tail. That was a bad movie. Killer Rabbit.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I have
Attack
not
of the
seen
Killer
it yet.
Tomatoes.
I have not seen that yet.
Yes, that is the worst movie ever.
Oh, that's
Really?
false. That's blatantly
That's
false.
definitely a lie.
Blatantly false. Yeah.
No, I disagree. That was a terrible fucking movie.
Terrible movie does not mean the worst ever.
That's true.
Ah,
Let me ask you this.
well, I
Did you
guess
finish
Hick
it?
Trek was
Let
even
me ask you
worse.
this. Did you finish it?
I did, but I'm
Okay,
a
so it's
glutton
not
for
the worst
Not the
movie
punishment.
worst
ever.
movie.
Can't be the
That's
worst
true.
if you
Dude,
watch
no,
it
there's
all.
only one movie. No, there's only one movie I've never been able to sit through, and that was Ang Lee's The Hulk.
What? It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It was not that
Oh,
bad.
no.
No, it's
Dude,
pretty
that
bad.
was the one
It's pretty bad.
superhero movie I paid for, went to the theater, and then like halfway through, I was with my friend, and he was a huge Hulk fan, and I was like, "Bro, you want to go?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's just go." But
I
yeah,
only had
that's the
one
only movie I've
I
never been
walked
able
out
to
of.
watch.
I had to walk out of
It was
Fear and
terrible.
Loathing in Las Vegas.
What?
I was getting motion
Okay, good.
sickness from that movie.
I haven't
I was
seen
like,
that one.
I'm gonna barf.
Oh, dude, Hunter Thompson, man. Great fucking movie. But you got to kind of be a druggie to relate to that movie.
Yeah, and I'm
And,
not.
you know,
I was like,
in
I don't know
my
what's going
20s,
on.
well, in my 20s, I made a
Making
series
montage.
of bad decisions. Yeah. So I saw
Mm.
Fear and Loathing and was just like, this movie speaks to me. Yeah. So
That was not the movie.
I'm
for
better
me.
now. That was
I
the
have
movie
not-
for me.
I have not seen Plan 9. For the longest time, I thought it was
I've
Plan
seen
9
that.
when I was a kid.
No, Plan 9 from Outer Space. It's an Ed Wood classic.
Wait, you have to do this properly. Ed Wood
Van-
classic.
Yeah.
You need the air
Yes,
quotes on the
Vampire was
classic,
in it.
'cause
Ah,
it's a
I
bad
don't know,
movie.
man. I
It's a
mean,
bad movie. It's bad.
it is. But that's where I'm going to say that's what made it good.
No,
I'm
it
not going to
wasn't
say great
but it
because
wasn't
you're
even,
right.
But it wasn't even so bad. It was good. Like I understand why people watch it. Like I've seen it many times, and I'm even
Yeah.
writing a follow up to it for a publisher right now. But like
Well,
it's
yeah,
not
but-
even. It wasn't funny, right? It was kind of even the parts that were busted parts. Like it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't really sci-fi enough. It didn't really ever go deep into any of the elements that a lot of times it gets attributed to. Like people think it's a comedy, and it's not. It's just a bad
No, it's
sci-fi
not.
movie. You know, it's just a B movie
Yeah.
from back then. But
Well, but it's the last time Bela Lugosi was in a film now. And
Yeah,
I'm
but he
like
was
a
in it
huge
for- he was in it
Universal
for 2
horror
minutes.
nut.
Yeah, but he's in it for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know, and it was just film that they, and then he got his dentist right to stand in for Bela Lugosi. I think
stand in. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like his dentist. He's like, you'd be great, and he brought him on to finish that. But Vampira was in it.
Yeah, but
what's
again,
his name?
for like
Tor.
8 minutes. I mean, it's not like they're throughout the film, and that's the problem, right? Is like the pacing of Ed Wood's films are terrible. He doesn't really know how to craft a story. He has ideas, but if you watch all of his movies, he has no idea how to actually craft a storytelling through line.
Right. Well, for me, this is why I would say it was good. Like, are you a fan of Airplane at all? Like, have you seen the movie Airplane?
Of course.
Okay, that was based on a real movie that I can't think of the name of, but they literally took the lines from the real movie and used them as comedy in Airplane. If you watch Ed Wood and just listen to the dialogue, it's fucking funny. It's unintentionally funny, but it's fucking funny. It is to me. Because the dialogue's that bad.
It is bad, yeah, but see,
the dialogue's bad, man.
I haven't seen Plan 9 yet.
Dialogue is one thing.
And you gotta watch it, bro.
And then the execution of the dialogue, the actual acting, like sometimes, like when you watch something like The Room,
that's what makes it
the
good.
Tommy Wiseau movie. Yeah. That's so terrible in the acting that you have terrible lines and you have terrible acting, and then you create a classic. With Ed Wood and his Plan 9 and specifically, everyone in it is just deadpan. Like there's no emotional value anywhere. And so that's, I think, where it kind of all falls flat. You can have dumb dialogue, but if you have dumb dialogue that doesn't have sort of almost a dumb execution, it falls flat. Right. And that's where Plan 9 falls flat, is there's no emotion in it, really. Even when they're fighting, even if you look at their faces and they're shooting guns and stuff, they're just like, there's
no recoil on the gun or anything. But again, though, well, for me, I'm a huge fan of films, and it's like when I see something like Plan 9 from Outer Space, it's done like it's the opposite of like textbook. It's like whatever you're supposed to do, they do the opposite.
Sure.
And that's why I think it's so good. That's why I enjoy it, because it's like it's a master class of what not to do. And well, bro, when they're in the cemetery, when they walk past the gravestones shake because they're not real.
Of course.
Like they literally brought in, and when they're in the airplane, they're piloting the plane. It's just ridiculously bad on so many levels, and to me, I enjoy that. Why do I feel like everyone's pointing guns at me?
Yeah, that's like always. Like I always say, like what you like. I mean, and for whatever reason. That's their. Art of all kinds is all subjective, and it's all. A lot of it's based on when you saw it. It's very nostalgic, I know, like I talk with Godzilla people,
that's true.
And they're like, I tell them like, Son of Godzilla is like unwatchable, but then they'll tell me things like, well, I used to watch it with my dad, and I'm like, well, there you go. I understand why you have this connection to the film, right. But objectively, this is a piece of shit. But I understand why you like this piece of shit. So like what you like always, but also defend what you don't like. I mean, this is the whole thing. It's like when I was arguing with Jason earlier. It's like, who cares? It doesn't matter. But be passionate about it. That's what I want, right? You're passionate about it. Fuck yeah. Come at it. Be passionate. Let's all be passionate about loving it, hating it, whatever. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm not unfriending you because you liked Plan 9 from Outer Space. It's just, we're here to have some fun and blow off some steam and all that kind of crap. Right. So people end up taking the stuff so personally usually, and that's where you run into problems.
Well, I'm mad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm sitting here shaking and I'm like waving my fist
That's
in the air.
my intention.
I'm like, damn you, Tom. I've never met you, but I don't like you. No.
Well, welcome to every guest that's ever been on the show.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Hey, Vaughn, it's your turn to hate him. Get in there. Ding, ding. I'm tagging Vaughn in. All right, get him,
what
Vaughn.
did Tom do?
But I'll tell you this, because
you pissed me off.
So there's these guys, Dragon Publications, who a few years ago did a Kickstarter for a book that I kind of. They had a book that they were doing called Plan 10 from Outer Space, and this was a long time ago. And they put it on Kickstarter, and it didn't go. And then about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe a little more. I came back to him and I said, look, you need to take this because you have something here, but you need to retool it. Because Plan 10 from Outer Space, it's too basic. So I pitched them the idea of what if the aliens had kept going, and so instead of Plan 10 from Outer Space, this takes place now like 10 years ago when they did this, and it's Plan 59 from Outer Space. And they were like, oh shit, that's
it's just
cool.
a whole lot more planning. They did a lot more planning. Yeah.
Right. So the idea is that every decade
like
they did
Area 97. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Right.
So they did that.
It
was really successful. It went over really well. They currently right now have on Kickstarter Plan 79 from Outer Space. And I am writing.
What about 69? Did they just jump right over 69, the obvious number?
You move wherever you want to move. That's the brilliance of the concept. So I'm writing Plan 39 from Outer Space right now, which is going to be placed in the 80s. I'm
writing Plan 69, my dude. And this is not a normal movie. So it's going to be dirty.
Yeah, we figured that.
Well, there's going to be alien beaver tentacles. Yeah, for sure. Plan 420 from Outer Space, and they're just a bunch of Cheech and Chong guys. Yeah.
Oh God. There we go.
I know, that's right, dude. It was the best I had.
I think
what about 420 Shark? Have they done that?
Probably.
Jamaican Shark? Fuck. It's dreadlocks and a big joint.
Vaughn, why don't you tell people about your Kickstarter that's doing like epic on here?
Yeah, so that's actually not a Kickstarter yet. I am going to launch on Kickstarter as well later, but this is on Fund My Comic. So Fund My Comic, it's this newer crowdfunding website. I forgot because people use the Kickstarter.
No, I use Kickstarter like Windex. I don't know.
It's like it's the same thing. My mom says my mom will say Google even if it's not a search bar. Like even if it's just like she'll be like
use the Googles.
Yeah.
She'll say like if you just like any sort of information I have to search, she'll be like Google that. I'm like, what do you mean Google?
But yes, this is Fund My Comic.
So Fund My Comic.
Yes, I can.
I'm about to hit 11K. So Phenomenova is set. It's set 20 years after World War III and follows the idealistic son of a war hero who is struck by lightning while holding a mysterious crystal, and he finds himself awakening with lightning powers and lightning speed. And he decides he wants to use those powers to become a superhero inspired by those that came before him. But he finds himself in way over his head when he attempts to intervene at a heist at a nuclear reactor. This is a love letter to the superhero genre. It's kickstarting what I want to be, an ongoing series, but I wanted to give you a very solid chunk first issue. So Phenomenova is the name of the team. It will be a team book, but with issue 1, I wanted to focus on the main character, Galvanite. So you will see. So I wanted to give just a solid origin story. I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, and then I also just love Chris Claremont's X-Men run is what really made me want to turn it into a comic book. And so I'm a huge fan of that. And every backer that gets the main cover, I actually just got I'm going to add, because I realized I didn't have an issue number on the cover, so my friend came up with a lightning bolt design, so I'm adding that to the cover. But the main cover, it's $20. And then all the variant covers, once the crowdfunding campaigns are over, whether it be here or on Kickstarter, you won't be able to get the variant covers anymore. So they're all limited. And also there is a free mini print that's Fund My Comic exclusive that will come with whatever your physical order is. And you actually had me on at a good time because there was a day one exclusive free trading card. It's not free anymore, but for the last week of this campaign right now, I decided to bring it back for $5. So if you scroll all the way down to that, everyone loves that. If I hit 15K, that's a mini print that everyone gets because everyone loved that piece so much.
Yeah, the art is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to. I remember I saw how good my artist was, and I was like, I got to rewrite and make sure my script is worthy of this art. So that mini print comes free with every backer on Fund My Comic.
And here's the team.
Yes, there is going to be another cover later on, but yeah, here's the main team. So we got
put the link in the YouTube and the Facebook. It won't let me do Twitter, so. But I reposted you on Twitter, so hopefully.
Thank you. Yeah. It's so there we go. It's 64 pages, 68 pages total. There is a fan art contest, and the winner's piece will get published in the book. But if you see right there, after May 19th, you won't be able to get the trading card, but it's an add-on. So if you just want to get that $5 trading card, you can. But all kinds of stuff here. We're one backer away from 11,000.
Well, Jason's gonna go back.
So
there's
Nice,
a
man.
video, but it's 9 minutes, so I can't show it. But everyone go watch the video. I'm gonna watch
the video. Yeah, the video. That's me explaining it. There's also a trailer right there. The video, that's me explaining the tiers, because half the battle of crowdfunding I found was explaining crowdfunding, which the book, by the way, it's not really, it's more of a pre-order because the book is mostly done. 43 pages have been colored, 56 have been inked, 10 have been lettered. So
Nice.
expect a fast turnaround time.
Yeah, these are awesome. The covers are awesome. I love the art. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well,
very
everyone go
happy
back
with it.
to this, because look at this freaking coloring.
Yeah, the color, my
Yep.
color, it's so good.
Yeah, I already contacted
Who's
both
the
of them.
colorist?
Jesse
Here's-
Hagee.
Yeah, here.
Jesse Hagee.
he's-
Nice.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He is so good.
Fabulous. Yeah.
I'm hoping to get him back for issue 2.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Everyone go back it,
Thank you.
because I said to. So there
Thank
you go.
you. 3 Geeks.
Yeah.
Which one who's 3 Geeks podcast? Which one is
Oh, that's
one you
Jason.
Oh, thank you, Jason. Just followed you. Yeah, I'm obviously willing to go on any show, but yeah, it's been great. I mean, the support I've gotten across the board has been fantastic on this campaign, and it's really been something special. And yeah, so who knows? It looks like it's possible that your stream might be,
Henry.
yeah, your stream might
What
be the
put
one
you
that
at
brings me
11,000? Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
have 36 people watching.
So yeah,
Nice.
Jason says
Me,
he's-
he says.
Hello, 36 people.
Yeah, it's mostly it's 28 people from my Twitter and 5 from Lori's Twitter, and 3 from Facebook from me.
So the unfortunate thing with with Twitter that I learned is that if you'll notice, the Twitter numbers never go down. It's because as
Once
soon
they
as someone
watch-
clicks on it on Twitter, they're not watching necessarily. It doesn't mean they're watching. It means that many people have clicked on it, but it doesn't
Yeah.
have a system where it shows
Yeah.
who's actually watching, which is annoying. But
Yeah.
I still always do it to Twitter anyway.
Yeah, I do it to Twitter because I could do 3. So I mean, nobody watches from my YouTube, but then it gets views later. So
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of subscribers because I really don't. I don't promote my own stuff. So I literally have a live one now. So,
Yeah, promoting is a ton of work, but it is worth like I
Yep.
I spent so much time campaigning, promoting
oh yeah, me
before
too.
I
I did-
launched.
Yeah. Well, last year alone, I think it was 155 podcasts. Now I'm up to like 225 podcasts. So
Wow, I see. I didn't do that many, but I did a lot.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know why I did that many, but I did as many as I could. YouTube sucks at, yeah, I know. But yeah. And then Tom doesn't have anything yet. When's yours, Tom? I know you have something.
June 6th.
There you go.
We'll run a 2-week campaign in June, and then July 13th, we'll do our big annual BD14 anthology book that's now an annual thing, which somebody who just came in and danced for a minute is part of. And she's muted, and I don't even know if she knows she's muted.
I think she's drunk. I don't know what she's doing.
My kid's back here doing stuff, and she doesn't want the camera on. She wants, and she yelled at me for putting the microphone on.
Nice. Nice.
So Lori's writing one of the stories for BD14. So that'll be cool. I'm writing one, she's
Nice.
writing one, and then Barry Dutter, who's an old school Marvel writer from back in the day, he's writing one. So that'll be a fun little project to kind of wrap up the first half of the year.
Awesome.
And this is for Elon's. He wants you to go here because he
Yay.
did not make a pre-launch because he doesn't understand how easy it is to do a pre-launch. So he's going to make a pre-launch so that next time he comes on, he will have a pre-launch. But for now,
Yes.
you can.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost
on.
there. Like Rich
You're
is
in the head.
inking. Rich is inking the last page. So the comic, it should be coming very soon.
Okay,
But
doesn't
my
look
writer did ditch out on me.
You don't need
Wait,
anything
what
done
was that?
for pre-launch. You literally need nothing done.
Well,
It is
right.
just a banner. That's it.
Well, see, this is
No
the thing for me. Like,
I had this argument with Chad.
I
There's
hate
no
waiting for comics.
whatever.
I know
But
there's no
pre-launch,
right
you're not
way,
even
but
live. You're just building
thing
up
is-
a list.
Pre-launch. It's pre-launch. It's not live.
not live.
Oh, no, well,
You can't-
no, I know. Well, no, I get that. I'm building up my my MailChimp to see what happened is like you guys don't understand. Like, I'm gonna get personal now. Basically to do this comic. Well, no, I'm to do this comic, I did pick up a second job, from which I lost the job, and then somebody stole my freaking identity. So for the last month, I have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get my bank and everything situated. So that did kind of put a damper on this comic, but. So no, it sucks ass. Like, let me tell you, it sounds all glamorous and sexy. It is not. When you get your identity stolen, it's fucked. Yeah, it sucks ass. So, so this is a thing. Like, I want to have the comic done before I launch or before I even do any of that. So right now, I just have my mailing list up for people to sign up for it.
Again, I'm just going to explain. The pre-launch does not go live. You can't pledge or anything.
I get
it's just
that.
insane.
Yeah,
But
you
I
could
mean-
literally
I
you could
understand
literally
all
have a
that.
pre-launch thing live for like a year if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Right.
That, for
Which I probably should do, but
That's what I'm saying. SK does his for like a year. He gets I think the last time he had 900 followers, and then he launches and he's like $10,000 in the first freaking day. Like, he's insane.
hey, well, just so that everybody's sitting here talking to me like I'm a noob, I'll have I was published with Stan Sakai and Stephen Hughes back when I was just
You
a
were?
young buck. I do.
Don't care.
Yeah,
Really?
hell yeah, I was. Stan Sakai and Stephen Hughes. Yeah, bro. I actually
Wait, is your
draw.
re-
Like,
is
I'm
your
not
real
drawing
name?
this comic.
Is your real name
Elon Mudd? No,
I was gonna say.
no, sir.
Are
No.
you hiding it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole idea, because see, the thing was, I'm rebuilding myself, like the way I look at it. So I kind of came up with a joke name, Elon Mudd, and it was
Yeah, I've
actually
seen that
Mudd,
one
but
online.
the name Elon, yeah. So it got attached to it, and then everybody started knowing me as Elon. So it's just like, why go to my, you know what I mean? Like I'm known for that. So why give up my real name? Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I actually
that's
debated whether-
I'm
whether
Batman.
I
I
gotta
had
run.
debated. What?
I have to go.
Bye.
I have to put Chillins to
Uh-oh.
bed. But
Bye.
sign up for issue number 5, Path of the Pale Rider. I'm narrowing down a launch date. I'm probably gonna launch right around mid-June is what I'm thinking. So in about a month we'll be ready. And I got the trade paperbacks in today. They're so beautiful.
Wow, that's awesome.
They're so shiny.
Everyone-
and
Yeah.
What's the best way to find you guys on socials, like networking?
Well, you have mine,
Yep.
and Lori's on Twitter too. You're not on Facebook at all?
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook.
Oh,
Anyway.
I'm on Facebook. Carissa Grant.
I'll see everybody tomorrow. Carissa's on my
Bye.
show. Come watch and harass us. Bye.
They don't want more of
See-
me.
Will do. Bye. And actually, Vaughn, part of the reason I wanted you to come on is because I know you have a filmmaking background, and Lori
Yes.
actually does incorporate a lot of film elements into her campaigns and comics.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Lori is oh, bro. Yeah, and she works her ass off, dude. She's probably one of the hardest working chicks in the indie comic scene.
awesome.
But yeah, you should talk to her. Yeah.
It's awesome.
I
Yeah,
do.
Get to know her. Yeah, for
What's the
sure.
best way to get to
Yeah.
know her? Also, thank you so much. We just hit 11K.
That's
Woo,
Awesome.
woo.
Thank you,
Nice, dude.
dude.
You're
this has
crushing
been
it, homie.
we have
Yeah,
69 mutual friends, Vaughn. So I added you, but
Oh, well, I can't ruin that number.
Well,
well, it would still be 69
I'm gonna-
because it's mutual
Oh.
friends, not
oh,
friends.
never mind.
So you're good.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
you
I'm gonna have to
can't- you
block
can't add
whoever the
anybody else.
70th person. I just straight up will block them.
Yeah, you can't add anybody else. to my friend group.
I'll report them. I'll block them. Like even if it's someone really
Yeah.
nice, I'll be like you're messing with my tempo.
yeah.
I can't do
Oh
that.
yeah.
I had 69 backers for a little bit. It was pretty good, but I was like, I do want more money. So as funny as the joke is,
Yeah.
or not 69
Right.
backers, 69 copies of the main cover. I'm sure I had 69 backers.
I think I have. What do I have? I think I have. I have 5 days left. Yeah, I end Sunday. So, but I went longer than I wish. I only went 19 days, and I'm still. Wish that I had not gone that long. Like I swear, like my 5-year goal is to just go for 1 week, because I only get really a lot of pledge, backers like the first 3 days and the last 2. So I figure a week should be plenty of time. But that's the goal. And thank you for my last backer.
Yeah.
Now I'm at 39.
Well,
So
you have a unique ability to potentially do that just because you're so far ahead and you can actually turn the books around really fast. So if you were to come in and be like, I wouldn't even, honestly, I wouldn't even say do 1 week. I would say just do 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Because that's where I'm going to right now is I'm
Yeah.
really at a point where I'm like, I just want to do this for 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
for you, if you did 2 weeks and then there was 2 weeks until you got paid, because that's the way that Kickstarter works,
Yeah.
you would basically have a month of your time of here's my book for a month. We ship the book out and then we start the next one,
I like it.
Well,
following month.
Carissa, isn't this your 16th campaign?
10th, smartass. No, it's 10th. I have
Well, dude, you move so fast.
Well, actually,
No, I'm not even kidding.
no, I know you're thinking it's 16 because my artist is drawing 16. But yeah, it's my 10th.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as
But no,
you-
like,
I'm
dude,
I'm incredibly far
you
ahead.
crank them out though. Yeah, but you crank them out. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Tom's completely right about that. Like,
That's all my artists.
every time I talk to you.
we're already here, so I already have a
Yeah.
book. I'm one of the rare Kickstarters that like I print them ahead of time, and if for any
Yeah.
reason I go over, all I do is I pay for 2-week delivery, and they still come before most people. But yeah,
Well,
so
see, that's exactly what I wanted to do, though. That's like the point I was trying to make with my campaign. Like, I literally want to be delivering it.
I don't think you're understanding what pre-launch is. That's why I was trying to push it in. It doesn't
No,
matter.
no, again.
Okay.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, well, Jesus.
You could have your
No, but no, I
pre-launch
understand.
page today, finish your book next
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
and you could just
Yeah,
accumulate.
no, I understand all
followers over
that.
time. Yeah.
Right.
That's
no,
why
I
did.
completely understand
I
that.
started my my sign up list in like late July, and
Okay.
then I launched on April 19th. So I accumulated a lot.
Just don't
Pe-
launch it.
So-
you have it. I don't even launch till it's in hand because I make sure
Basically-
it's all-
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have everything printed and everything before I even made my campaign live.
But again, even if you did that, even if that's your goal, you can
No,
still
I
have a
understand.
landing page.
No, I know. Right. No, I know. Like, I get
don't
that.
have my
Like,
books in pre-launch. I don't have my issues yet. Well, now I do because I'm printed up to 14. But yeah, I don't always have them when I pre-launch. When I go live,
no, I get what you're. Well, to see. Well, right, but isn't the pre-launch just a way to get email addresses? Because I have my
No, it
MailChimp
gets
for
people
that.
to actually follow the campaign so that when you go,
So
let's
when
say you
you-
get 500 followers. When
Yeah.
you go live, 500 people get an announcement
Uh-huh.
from Kickstarter, not from you,
Yeah.
but actually from Kickstarter. They're like, hey, this
Oh,
fucking thing is going. Go get it.
Okay.
now."
yeah, it's and then they're
Gotcha.
always kind of
Okay.
there. Like even like for the next one, they'll say, "Hey, a project from Elon Mudd just launched.
Right.
Back the last time, back it again."
Right.
So you want?
Oh wow!
Yeah, you want followers, and it's
And well, really quickly, Vaughn, you did this on Fund My Comic, right?
Yeah,
So when I get off this stream, I can literally just go and start this landing page,
they
right?
have pre-launch too. Yep.
well, Fund My Comic does
Or
not
pre-launch.
have
Yeah.
Fund My Comic. Does Mailchimp?
No, they have pre-launch.
No,
Oh,
they
told
don't.
me-
okay.
They don't. They told me they had pre-launch.
Luke Stone did not, and unless that's a brand new feature.
No,
Yeah.
because I asked him how long mine can stay in pre-launch, and he said as long as you want. They
Right,
a
but does it
pre-launch.
have
Through
a
Mailchimp,
pre-launch?
though, right?
That may,
Oh,
he may
that's
be,
different.
yeah, he
Oh.
may be meaning that you can just
Oh,
have it
mailing
built and there's not actually a page like Kickstarter has. You know
No,
what I mean?
he said
Gotcha.
I'm gonna double check because the way he made it sound was you have the page and then people sign up. But maybe it's
Okay.
different. I have a page, but I haven't sent it through to pre-launch yet. But he said, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's not a page people can select on. I guess maybe I don't know.
Huh.
I haven't tried
Yeah,
it yet.
because that's my plan is. Well, my plan is to launch from Fund My Comics, like for the first campaign.
Yeah, but you said you were going to do it on Kickstarter too. So just have a pre-launch for Kickstarter, and you can always
Well,
you can change your mind.
I'm
Nobody's
gonna
gonna tell you.
right. Well, I'm gonna go Fund My Comic, Indiegogo, then Kickstarter. That was like my plan. So, but if I'm doing anything wrong, I'm glad I'm talking to you guys. You can fucking school me on it. You know what I
Well,
mean?
why are you picking? Why
I
are
can
you
course
picking?
correct.
Why are you picking that order?
Yeah, he has a
What-
reason.
what-
Well, no, I have a reason.
Yeah,
I just don't want to get into
reason?
it. Like, not to be rude, but yeah.
It's-
Well, I'm gonna do Fund My Comic, then Indiegogo, then Kickstarter.
Yeah, because
He doesn't want to say.
Uh,
But you can get
yeah.
a pre-launch for both Indiegogo and Kickstarter. So both of them have. In fact, Indiegogo, as much as I don't want to use them,
Too late.
Yeah.
Jason. Yeah, I did think of that. Jason.
yeah, and Indiegogo is just a waste of time anyway.
see, I don't like.
Indiegogo. I didn't launch
Is
on
it?
Indiegogo.
I
Well,
wouldn't
'cause
even
here's the
waste
thing
the
about-
time.
The Indiegogo shadow bans everyone.
Yeah.
They don't promote you. I
Yeah.
looked at, for example, Graham Nolan launched his campaign, right? He's a
Right.
big name, right? I look
Yeah,
up Graham
Traded
Nolan.
Bane.
I look up Graham Nolan.
Yeah.
Joe's campaigns from years ago, and I can't find his campaign that he had literally just launched. Graham
that-
Nolan.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
You think they're going to promote? Listen, I'm sorry, Elon. We love you. You think they're going to promote
Yeah.
you if they don't
Yeah.
promote Graham Nolan? They're not.
I don't bother with Indiegogo. I would like to put like my hardcover on Fund My Comic, but
I'm just gonna make my own website.
Kickstarter. Yeah, that's what
I
Fund My
actually am
Comic
going to make my own
is.
website.
But yeah, I like
Yeah.
Kickstarter because they do promote it. People know it. It's easy to sign up. Like it takes 2 seconds to just put your credit card and your, I hate a lot of things that they do. I hate the payment errors. I hate that all this stupid crap with the addresses. I still am missing one address from like my first campaign a year ago and one from last one.
Yeah, but that's not a Kickstarter problem. That's a survey. That's a person didn't do their survey problem.
No, I know, but it's the same address unless there's a change. So when you go to pay, just say, "Is this still your address?" Click it, and then I should get it the second their payment goes through. I don't see why they have to do a stupid survey every effing time. Like I have the same freaking
Right.
I have the same people.
Yeah, but that is essentially this. Even if that's it, that would be the survey. Hey, here's your book. Are you at the same address? Yes, it's still a survey. They have to do something. You know what I mean?
I hate that they have to do a survey every time when all I need is the address. I have no other questions. I have 50.
But that's what a survey is what I'm saying. It's not even a survey like, hey, did you have a good experience? The survey is, where's your fucking address, dude?
I know, but if it's the same address every single campaign, I don't even I have to send it out because there'll be like new people, but like 90 of them are the same address. And then they have this stupid thing that they have to go in and do. Like I have half the time, like my 90 regular people will do like 4 at a time because otherwise they have the warning on there. I just don't see why if I have their address, why I have to do a survey every time for somebody's address. Their address is obviously in there. It's obviously saved. It should just be automatic, I think, because I'm so sick of asking people their freaking address. Half the time I don't even do it. If I know who they are and that's like 2 people that I have the same 4 people or 5 people that do every cover. So I don't even ask the survey anymore because it's all saved and pirate shit. So I don't even bother. But I just
those are some hardcore fans.
I know what my certain fans like. Like I have a couple of fans that it's always a plushie. So I have to have a plushie. I have one that always wants the wood carving. I have certain fans that I don't even put it on Kickstarter. They just put the bonus on there, so I don't have to bother making a damn tier because I only make one of them, and they buy it before I even start. So yeah, I know what most of my fans like. Fortunately,
Right.
But yeah,
good.
I like my hardcore fans. I like the ones that I have.
For
I
sure.
always know who's going to do the first day, and I always know who's going to be like the last day. Like I have like 10 that do it like the last minute for whatever reason. And every time they do it, and I'm just like, whenever you do it, I don't care. But yeah, so that's half my pledges come in the last 8-hour mark. That's where all my pledges come in. But yeah, anyway, it's an hour and a half, so Vaughn's not here, but I won't
All right.
with Vaughn. But we'll get Tom doesn't have anything to say because he never does.
No,
and he
I have
hates
no
the little
opinions.
goodbye thing. Big Dog Inc. Is Tom. You can find him anywhere. June 6th when he comes on, we'll have a link and show his Kickstarter. And Vaughn's back.
I'm back.
And good. Yeah, we distracted poor Jason. And Elon, when he ever gets his damn pre-launches up, he'll have links for those. Vaughn, do you want to tell people where because you're the only one we all care about? So go ahead.
Tell everyone where to find you.
Yeah, well, everyone can find you. Yeah.
We're not where to find you.
Yeah.
So my home address is no, I'm kidding.
I want to find you.
So my home address. So my Vaughn Coleman. You just look at my name. You can find me on YouTube. I got my YouTube channel. I do all kinds of stuff. I'm a crazy nerd, so I just did like a long video essay. You can find me just on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Also, Rebel Oasis Studios is the name of my company. Rebel Oasis, depending on the social you use. So make sure to find me on there. But yeah, just find my name. My YouTube is where I do a lot of my streams. I just right before this was doing a live interview. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
I guess for mine, since this is the last Monday I am live, so you could search Kickstarter, Worthy Chaos. There is like 40 tiers, so set aside like 2 hours to look through it. Make sure you look through the add-on and all that stuff. What? What'd you say?
I said Jesus.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Jesus. 40 tiers? Yeah.
But you know what? If I don't
know you're
have
exaggerating,
now,
but yeah.
I will be told like, where are your tiers? That's what's going to happen if I don't have those tiers. It's more every time. So I think it's 40 now. Nope, I think I lowered it to 35. So we're 35. We have one left of the plushie Hellhound and one left of the plushie puppy, which you don't have to buy because I know exactly who's going to buy it next time if you don't. So it's sold either way. We still have the plushie Anubises there. They are in stock. And coming soon is the Bastille ones. And she's awesome. And she's on her way. But again, I don't post until they show up. So pre-order last time was a fucking nightmare. I'm never doing pre-order again. It sucks. I hate it. I had to go back to figure out who's did it. And then in the next Kickstarter, people forgot that they had done it in the last one. So they did it again. I'm just like, okay, we're never doing this pre-order thing again. So that's that. Anyway, we'll be here next Monday because nobody has sent us the fucking big shark yet. So now we're stuck doing at least one more week. And we will be back next Monday with at least Tom because he's the only one that ever shows up. So and thanks for Vaughn and Elon for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You welcome.
The very last second, it was like, hey, another show. And
yeah, he's
thank
like,
you so
my
much.
friend Vaughn, come on. And I was like, I don't give a shit, just whatever. And he says, okay.
Yeah, and I wasn't too unbearable.
Yeah, no, you were awesome. And and I'm waiting for the short movies that you're gonna have now. So
and also, I see you have a few days left. I could try and squeeze you on a show if you're interested. Just let me know.
I completely run out of shows. So if you have a show, I would love to be on it.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just reach out to me.
Yeah, I have a Kickstarter every other month. So my next one was going to be June 24th, and now it's a week earlier, and I'm not smart enough to figure that out.
I'd love to be working at that pace.
June 17th. Well, not all of us make 10 grand, 11 grand per month. So the biggest problem with being ahead is that those are paid for and I don't get any money for them until the damn Kickstarters. So it does slightly kill me. But I love getting them and I want to be ahead because I want one artist for the entire 44 issues. And so the faster he does it, the
and you still have Ken Hunt doing covers and stuff, right?
I have what to what now?
Oh, am I getting fuzzy again?
No, I just didn't hear what
you said. You have Ken Hunt? Oh, you have Ken Hunt doing covers, right?
Yeah, he's working on one of my hardcover covers now.
Nice.
Yeah, this is his cover. I love my Southern Goodbye. It takes like 2 hours to hang up. He
Is
did
that
this
what it
cover.
is? Because that's what because I know the Irish, and I keep saying I do the opposite. Because I'm Irish, but I'm not Southern. But I always do the Southern. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
sentimental.
the Southern Goodbye.
Yeah.
It takes like 4 to 7 tries to get out of the house. But I'm also a New
Okay.
Yorker, so that's another, and my family's Italian, so really it's like 12 to get out of here. This is Ken Hunt's cover for anyone that could see it. It's really amazing, but everyone loves the back
Wow.
cover. And I have the original art, which was offered $1,000 to buy it, but I have some weird mental issues that I can't sell original art, so I'm stuck with $1,000 thing, but it looks cool. Anyway, this is our hardcover. He did these covers. There's an issue 4 that he did, which is this cover. So yeah, Ken Hunt's amazing. He actually did one for me for pretty much free, mostly because he just wanted to do the Hellhound. He's like, "Can I do a Hellhound?" I was like, "I can't afford it." He's like, "All right, I'll do it anyway." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Sure." So that'll be the back of the hardcover now, and then he's going to do the front. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's it. We're leaving. Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye.